All right, so it's gonna go here, 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 here. I'm on the wrong floor. There we go. Jason's got a pretty good pro tip here for saving yourself hassle. He's got to rip this board down the middle so he can make thinner stakes. And he was doing it by himself. So what's your trick here?
Well, there's no way I'm gonna hold this and rip it at the same time. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a screw and get started. I'm gonna put this out as far as I can to where I'm still gonna hit some meat on the sawhorse.
Back
now,
it down.
I'm out more than half away from my sawhorse, so I can cut it in half, and now I don't have to worry about holding it. So now I'll just put my saw up, centered up.
We're just finishing up here our first little section of the smooth finish slab. That's gonna be in the mechanical room, and then it'll be stamped slab and colored out there. So again, we broke this directly in the center of our walls so that it'll kind of hide the joint. And we may have to dowel in some rebar into the smooth section and let it stick out into the stamp section as we're pouring the stamp section. I don't know, we've never really done this before. We're doing 2 separate pours for 1 slab. All right, this is getting next level stupid here. Hey, Brock! He just left.
Oh, it's his fault.
No, he gave me the rundown. He said media room, vault room, speakeasy, under the stairs is all smooth.
Okay, super. You're not gonna put that in the video, are you?
Yeah, I definitely am.
Oh man.
Speakeasy?
Yeah. It's like a
I know what it is.
secret bar. It's like a secret tap room.
No, it's not very secret anymore.
No.
You're telling everybody about it.
Well, it'll be kind of hidden.
Yeah.
He was actually talking about putting like a hidden doorway, like a bookshelf with a special, like
That would be so sick.
thing. I told him he could build that.
There we go. That's that. I was like, where's the door? There's the door. Okay. Here, 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 all the way out to center of this and out to the exterior. What's making this difficult is that the dimensioning on this plan is all wrong. And we mentioned that in a previous video. And it's because a lot of the dimensions are from this outside wall, which on the plan's 8 inches thick. We made it 10 inches thick and then made some other changes. So we're having to really pay attention right now to whatever numbers we use off this plan and make sure we kind of make the change in our head of what the dimensioning should be from that wall. We do have a dimension if we add all this up, and then I gotta assume that's 5.5. It's not really labeled, or is it 3.5? I think it's a 5.5. So if we do 5.5 plus that, plus 5.5, plus 18, plus that, plus 3.5, plus 3.5, plus 1 3/4 from the outside. From we need a calculator, because what we're going to have to do is butt the formwork out here and run that number out and just make a mark, and that should be center of the wall.
Perfect.
This is not Common Core. This is what I call flow math. So like I'm just combining 2, 2, 2, and then I combine them, combine, and then at the end you get your number. So I don't know. I just did that. I don't know if I've ever done math like that before, but it made sense for me to do it that way.
Yeah, that's not how the kids do it nowadays.
Tournament style.
Yeah, it's tournament style math. That's freaking awesome.
Nice.
23, 10.5. Okay, so that's butting the formwork, not hooking.
Yep.
All right. And that's inside the wall, so we need to go another 1 3/4. 1, 2, 3.5. That should be the wall. We've pretty much got it here, and that was extremely difficult. There was like numbers getting pulled from every direction, double checking, stuff wasn't adding up. But we finally, I think, figured out a way to pull all the dimensions. Now we're adding some boards here to brace these things straight, and that's a 4 foot out, 3 foot out, and a 5 foot leg between. Should give us square corners. And I think we'll get the laser out to do the top of all this thing and do stakes.
Wow. That's about a quarter. Up just a smidge. Okay, that's good.
I'm here with Matt Stevenson with Stevenson Pest Control. Boom, him and his brother work together just like me and my brother. And they're gonna do a pre-treat on our slab here for termites.
Did you say pre-treat?
No, pre. Matt also coached basketball with me. I coached his son and he coached my son, I guess you'd say. And we did win one game.
We did.
At the end of the season. So anyways, what can you tell us about our slab treatment here?
Well, we're just going to, like you said, treat for subterranean termites. So we will spray a termiticide called Premise Pre. And the thing about it is they are a wood-destroying insect, and you don't see them until it's too late.
On a lot of our other jobs, we've done the bait system for termites, and that passes code here too. I think this was like a homeowner preference to do the chemical under the slab instead. So it's like kind of an either or thing, the bait system or the spraying. I was just asking these guys some questions about how long will this last if it's just rained on or whatever. But he said once it dries, it stays in the soil for like 30 or 40 years.
How much water?
Matt said they'll spray across here one time, and if they're not out of their chemical or their mix over here, they'll just spray it again, just kind of keeping it as even as they can due to the state mandate of exactly how much chemical goes on this much square footage. They got to put it all out before they leave. And also, shockingly, this has no smell. There's no odor. We haven't done a pre-treat like this in a while, but I do remember the older chemicals smelled horrible. Like you'd be really cautious to get in it even later. It really had a distinct, strong smell. This just smells like water, which is nothing. All that and you're only halfway through?
That's the only thing about them.
I like the electric rigs. They don't. Yeah.
Oh, yours is electric and
Yeah.
yours is gas?
The pressure curve it's good for the beginning. About 5 seconds in, it drops off.
I'm here at the job site all by myself today for two reasons. One, to lay some 6 mil poly down inside the slab area. This is a vapor barrier that's going to go underneath the concrete and prevent any moisture from the ground from coming up into the concrete. Because concrete, as you know, is porous like a sponge. It will absorb moisture that is nearby it. So this will prevent that. Also, I'm meeting the building inspector. He's going to look at the slab area to inspect it to make sure that we have our gravel and our vapor barrier and a thick enough amount of concrete to pour on top of that to be meeting code. So that's it. I'm going to show you a little bit about how I'm putting this plastic in. I'm putting some zip tape around the edges just to sort of secure it so it can kind of curve up the edge of the concrete walls just a little bit, about 2 inches. And that just helps it to stay in place if there's any wind between now and our pour, so it doesn't all have to get repositioned. That's basically it. Overlapping it a little bit on the joints, about 1 foot at least, and I might put some tape on that too. You can see these formed off areas in the middle of our slab. Now this is not ordinary or anything. We're gonna have 2 different finishes on our slabs. One is gonna be a stamped stained concrete. The other is gonna be standard, slick, and smooth. That's why we're dividing it and doing it in different pours. I'm only gonna put plastic on this side of the form today so that when all the work is happening, dragging the hoses around, the concrete pumping hoses, and all the men running around on this gravel area, it's not going to destroy the plastic, because if you walk on this stuff enough, it will start to get like little puncture marks in it, little holes. Here's a good example right here. Now I've only walked on this once or twice, and you can see where it's kind of distressed the plastic a little bit. This hasn't damaged it, but if you did that all day, it would. Back at the job this morning and we're ready for the slab, but we're not going to pour it. We're having someone else do it because they want this stamped and colored concrete, and we're not good at that. We've never done it. We could probably figure it out, but I don't want to experiment on someone else's house. So we're going to start waterproofing the back wall and then insulating the outside of this foundation, because the last minute little curveball here was that Brock would like the inside, this concrete, to be visible inside in the rooms. And by code, you can't do that without insulation somewhere. So we're gonna put some rigid foam on the outside, 2 layers and the bituthane waterproofing membrane. He's almost done building the world's scariest road here. So we're gonna save this part to last. Right here. Acid reflex.
Hey, bud, I got it.
I'm kidding. Max slept through his alarm. Yeah. I was nice about it.
I wish I could sleep through my alarm.
But Jason, of course, sent a real nice message to Max. So normally we would do the waterproofing membrane all the way up to where our grade's gonna be, like in one shot. But on the last job, we had this amazing thought that what if we just did it like halfway up and then filled in with the grade, with the backfill, and then stood on that and finished it out. So that's what we're gonna do here. And also we can't backfill this whole wall until there's a floor system built on it.
That's right.
So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna cut it enough to lip out across the footing a little bit and go up about 5 feet.
Yo! It's gonna be underground, bro.
I think that actually is a good idea to get it smoothed up.
I know, I'm just
Yeah.
Yo, talk to me again like that on camera. It's gonna be underground.
All right, so you got this good and heated up in the sun.
Here comes us.
Oh, this is so nice to not be on a ladder. All right, 5 foot. Oh, let's go around the corner with this one a little
Oh,
bit.
yeah.
Pick a form line. Yeah, now we're doing it. Peel that. On this side, I'm just gonna hold this corner out so it doesn't stick to itself. Just grab the paper right here. You need to be over here. Yeah. Now we got it, yep.
Pull that out. Nice and easy.
Sorry, once we get this first piece, it's not such a rigmarole. Okay, 1 piece done. Amazing. Today's video is sponsored by BetterHelp. And believe it or not, my family has a strong connection with mental health. It's my wife's profession. She's a psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner. That's a mouthful. And what I know from that is that just having someone that you can connect with that's a trained professional can help someone who has fears and anxieties and other mental things that are holding them back from being who they want to be, can help like immensely. I know that I've personally struggled with some abnormally high anxiety when it comes to keeping certain things organized or in order. And if they're not, I can't really focus on doing other things. So I've had to work through that. My wife has helped me, but everybody has something. So if you're the type of person that doesn't want to burden your friends with any problems you have, or maybe you feel embarrassed that you're struggling with something, BetterHelp offers a really great way to get connected with a licensed therapist. First, you just go to their site and you can use my link, betterhelp.com/Perkins, and you answer a few questions, and BetterHelp will match you with a professional who has years of experience helping people with struggles just like yours. You can do it all from your phone or your computer via phone call, video chat, or messaging, however you feel the most comfortable. It's the easiest possible way to start talking to a therapist. You'll be matched to a therapist, usually within 48 hours, so you can get started fast and start getting helpful, unbiased advice. Let BetterHelp connect you with a therapist who can support you all from the comfort of your own home. Just head to betterhelp.com/Perkins or choose Perkins Builder Brothers at sign up, and you can enjoy a discount on your first month. Thank you, BetterHelp, for sponsoring our video, and let's get back to work. Kind of got a little
dusty
dust on it. I don't know if that's from Jamie just doing that grinder.
I bet it is. But
So-
we're gonna zip tape the top edge of this, definitely this first piece, because it's first thing in the morning. This one didn't get quite as heated up as some do. Okay.
We could just zip tape the whole wall. $40,000.
Why did bituthane cost so much, and why do I have so many rolls left over? Well, we just use zip tape, that's why.
I had the inspection done on this slab prep work yesterday, and the inspector liked everything except for some of the places where the plumbing was visible through the plastic, meaning it was like flush with the top of the gravel. It'd be completely covered in concrete, and it is covered with plastic, so the concrete won't actually be in contact with it. But he requires me to put on what he is calling like a cushion, like in the case that somebody hit it during the pour and broke it and they didn't know or something. So I got some pipe insulation like you would wrap around your water lines to keep them from freezing. And I'm gonna kind of spread that out and put it on top of those areas of the pipe, tape it down. This is one such area I was talking about. You can see it, and you can see the pipe through the plastic. It's flush with the top of the gravel, and it needs a little cover and protection. It's like trying to gut a fish or something.
Chase, you are the best bitathane carrier in town, buddy. If bitathane was in the Olympics, like carrying bitathane was in the Olympics, you'd win gold medal, buddy.
I hope so.
You zip tape the best. Like if zip taping was like in the Olympics, you'd be like the gold medal winner. Man, look at that lineup there. Dude, you're the best bitathane lineup guy in town, bro. If lineup bitathane was in the Olympics, you'd be gold medal, buddy.
All of our piping here is solid, and what we really need is perforated pipe so that water can get into it from the backfill. So Jono's got his drill, Milwaukee, and we're just perforating it. I'm not sure how many holes it really technically needs. Jono's pretty smart. He's drilling through both sides of the pipe in one shot. That is pretty smart, actually. That's a pipe Olympic champion move.
Why are you sweating so bad?
Because I've been in the sun. Where you been?
We've got our bituthane or bituthane or bituthane. We're not sure how to say it. We've got it on this one side. Now we're going to start applying the 2 layers of foam. We've got those right here. And I did call my friend Matt Reisner. You know who Matt is?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah. Our buildings, right?
Nope, close. That's Kyle.
Kyle. One of the big YouTube channels.
Yeah. He's a building science guy, and he was nice enough to take my call and answer my questions about insulating on the outside of a wall like this, because we've never done that. So what he recommended was what we're doing, the bituthane, 2 layers of the foam, and he actually recommended a dimple mat on the outside of that before the gravel. But our homeowner doesn't want to do that. We're going to do a bunch of gravel. So, but thank you, Matt, for your recommendations and taking my call.
So how do you really say that?
I don't know. That's why I'm saying it.
Bituthane-y. Bituthane-y.
By Tut Heine.
Did you know I have to record this much stuff every day in my life?
Well, I figured.
Okay.
You're editing all the videos.
Yeah. It's a lot of recording and editing. All right. Let's.
Front and back?
I don't think so.
Writing on one side and not
Let's put
writing
the.
on the other.
Read it.
I don't think it matters. Let's see. I think this is like R5 per inch. There you go. R5 per inch. So when we do 4 inches, that's going to be an R20. We only need a R15 by code. So
we're winning.
we're winning. We're going to do it. Hey, so let's start with a 4-foot piece next row and stagger it.
Are we going vertical or side?
This way. Yep. So just go flushy on the corner. So we could use some sort of like a button cap ram set here, is what Matt said we could do. Said it would just sort of self-heal around this.
Yeah.
But we're going to try zip tape.
All right, I'm showing Chase how to cut a piece of zip tape like a pro so you don't get all tangled up. Pull off however much you want. Grab it between your knees or your feet. Cut most of it, but not all of it. It gives you a second to put your knife away. The other side just pulls right off. You're good to go.
Do you want a circular saw?
Well, next time I'm definitely going to use a circular saw. Okay. Thought this would be fast, but it's not.
The code book spells out a recipe, if you will, for how much insulation has to be in different parts of the house, like the walls or the floors or the ceiling. Now, this type of insulation we're doing here, though, doesn't really end up being described in the code book. And because of that, it's sort of like building things that have to be engineered. There's a way to approve it, but it's not through the building department and the normal inspection. All right, there is a government website called ResCheck that allows you to input all the insulation values of the entire house, including how much square footage of each type of insulation value and the window sizes that account for the glass being not as insulated as much. And you can get an entire home insulation value, or factor maybe they might call it. For example, if you have some places that are not insulated very well, like if you have tons of glass, for example, you might need to over insulate in some other areas, and it'll sort of compensate for that and counteract your lack with some overage. And we're hoping that my insulation contractor is going to be able to run all the numbers on this whole structure just so that we can hand this to the building department and say, look, this entire house, even though we have a little bit less here, a little more here, it all passes.
So it's kind of like buying a big truck, like overcompensating something else.
Hey, guy.
Oh, sorry. Wait, don't you have a big truck?
Yes.
Oh, you do have a big truck. Just checking.
Here's how I know Max wasn't lying about sleeping through his alarm. He just showed up. We realized his shirt's on inside out.
He doesn't have his watch on.
Yeah.
Dude, you're a mess.
Oh yeah, let me see that watch spot.
Yeah.
I've already soaked it with sunscreen. So
Okay. So
I believe you now.
Brock's got us 2 kinds of gravel, one that he crushed out of rocks that he dug out of the ground somewhere, and then some washstone. We're gonna fill in a base of the crushed rock, then use the washstone around our French drain, and then backfill mostly with the crushed rock. I guess it's cheaper for him to crush it.
Yeah, it's a lot cheaper. I guess he might even be getting paid to crush it. Who knows?
Like to get rid of it.
Yeah, so it's kind of like free,
Smart.
double free. What is that?
I don't know.
You get paid to do something, you get it for free, and then you sell it.
I think that
to
just means
yourself.
you're getting paid to do it.
That's it.
Here's the aftermath of this morning. Ramel and Arlo and my mom came by and threw us a little 1 million subscriber party with cake and balloons and iced coffee from Cardinal Coffee. So that was super nice. Appreciate it.
Yo,
Hey,
I need one more person with a shovel. We're gonna be scooping out here by hand a little bit. The machine is at its maximum reach, and he's
Oh,
still
yeah.
about 2 feet from getting where we want.
Chase! We've got that side cleared, but on this side, we're not gonna be able to shovel this boulder out of the way, obviously, so.
Got an idea here. So try to grab it. We'll take the other end and wrap it around again.
Okay, so we're gonna see if we can hook a chain to the excavator and somehow pull it out. He can't reach it. I think we just let him pull and get out of the way.
All right, you good? That's something.
Oh gosh. Oh man, this is all I got.
Stick your teeth out. Teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get 2.
2? I don't think I'll get it. All right, I'm clear. All right, let's get out of the way here.
Pulling 101. Oh,
There you go.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, Daddy.
Sweet.
I'll tell you something fun about this chain that you might not know.
I don't know how you can say anything fun about a chain.
Well, I've had this chain since 2006.
Okay.
I got married in 2006. My birthday was 6 months later in the fall. My wife says, "What do you want for your birthday?" I said, "Man, I need a chain to like pull some stuff." And she got me this little lunchbox, and I didn't know, but there was a chain inside of it. I was like, "Oh, she got me a lunchbox."
Heavy lunchbox.
I picked it up. I was like, "Oh yeah." So anyway, thanks, honey. Still using this chain every day.
Now that we're gonna have this exposed on the inside, we're gonna have to go around and like grind it smoother or make it look nicer? Or is it just gonna stay like that?
Dude, I don't know. I mean,
Because we were talking about how it didn't matter until just now.
that's a great question that I don't want to answer.
I'll trade you an Uncrustable for those goldfish.
I ate half of them.
That's fine.
How about some real fish? I got mustard
No.
sauce sardines.
No thanks.
No.
Good trade. Go, baby, go. We're breaking out our filter fabric here, and this just happens to be like a 500+ pound roll of the stuff. That's gonna go over the top of our pipe in the French drain to keep mud and silt from filling up the pipe. This is the biggest, baddest roll of silt I've ever seen.
It is. He said he had some. This is from like a commercial job site. This is kind of a multi-purpose material. It's like a felt kind of material, and it's good for keeping silt from getting in the gravel and stopping up our drain pipe. But it's also good if you're going to build a road across like a grassy field.
Yep.
And you're going to have heavy trucks. You lay this down, and then you put gravel on top of it. Because it won't stretch, it won't let like tires sink into soft
It
ground.
won't let mud come up through the gravel.
It won't. To keep your gravel clean, this is a great material, and we usually get it in a roll like 2 feet wide and about half of this length. So yeah, we got to have a machine. Oh, look at that! He's gonna fold it. Oh, golly! Look at that! Oh, man.
There you go.
Okay, here we go. That's good.
We're thinking the technical name for this is geomat. I think that's what it's called.
Right now, we got no good way to get a machine back behind the wall, and we got to get a couple inches of gravel underneath of our pipe and our fabric here. So Jeremy's loading us up, and we're wheeling it back. We've got a pretty smooth path here, so this is not too bad. So that's what we're looking for right there. Just filling it basically up to the grade of the dirt around. And where are we going? Right here. Gonna get my steps in today.
Need to be this guy.
All right,
Need to be that guy.
Mac's gonna trade me. I don't know if this is any better. Oh yeah, it's better.
It's an intern job. What do people on YouTube think?
Oh yeah, probably. I just like staying in shape, honestly. I hate sitting around.
We got some island boys back here.
It's the bitch thing, boys.
Max, it's about to get ugly here. Well, I don't know that you can get a wheelbarrow around this corner. You can try.
Maybe it feels light.
Well, all that's in the way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, maybe if it wasn't loaded. Oh, now we're gonna make the, well.
Yeah, I think
we can do it.
we ought to put gravel down so it raises it a little bit.
I think we can do it. It's just gonna be, we can do a little shoveling and make it possible. It's better than shoveling it from here. Is it?
Now I gotta reverse it. I don't know.
Well, dump it. No, you can't
No, I
dump
can't
it.
dump it yet.
Oh no.
I got it. I got it.
No, he's got it. I'm good. I mean, you're good. Coming through, Max.
Let me get on the front side.
That's not getting any better. Move that.
Okay, we're out.
Oh, that was not fun to watch.
Come on, bro. Can you get your foam out of my way?
We're gonna start draping up this fabric now so we can run our drain pipe, and then we'll put gravel in and wrap the whole thing like a burrito, is what Jamie's saying. Yep, deluxe burrito right here. I think that's fine. I don't know that that's code. I think you only really have to cover the top of the pipe by code from what I know.
I think you're right.
But a burrito is good if you got this much of this fabric.
He's just always thinking about
I just like burritos.
That's the only thing he's thinking of.
Mm.
All right.